The Queen has not attended a New Year's Day church service at Sandringham because she's still unwell. She's been suffering from a heavy cold since before Christmas. Our royal correspondent Rhiannon Mills reports.
On a cold, wet day in Sandringham, Prince Philip arrived by car at St Mary Magdalene Church, accompanied by his children, but again leaving his wife at home. This is the second weekend that the Queen hasn't felt well enough to come to church. A statement released by Buckingham Palace earlier in the morning said Her Majesty the Queen will not attend Sunday worship at Sandringham today. The Queen does not yet feel ready to attend church as she's still recuperating from a heavy cold. Well-wishers who turned out in the rain to see her said it was disappointing but understandable.
It's understandable really, you know, given her age and her conditions, probably made more sense to stay at home.
Yeah, it's a shame, but she's obviously doing it for a good reason, so you can't blame her.
You worried about her?
No, not really. She's in good hands, isn't she? So yeah, it's miserable down here today, so stay in the warm, isn't it?
Sad that she's not been here for Christmas Day and today as well. So I hope she's going to be better soon.
She's got the best place, keeping in the warm, looking after herself. She's a very special lady.
Last week, the Queen had surprised the crowds and awaiting media by not going to church on Christmas morning. It was the first time that she'd ever missed the service, leaving the rest of her family to do the meeting and greeting. Only a few days earlier, she'd also delayed her journey to Norfolk and even then taken the helicopter rather than the train because her and Prince Philip were both suffering from heavy colds. From those I've been speaking to in the palace during the week, there has been no sense of alarm or particular concern. They make the point that the Queen has a cold and there is nothing more sinister than that. But it is unusual not to see Her Majesty at church 2 weekends in a row, especially when she would know that we were all here waiting to see her out and about in public. Attending church is an important part of her weekly routine, so this wouldn't have been a decision taken lightly.
The Queen's faith is very important to her. The role of head of state is vital, but so also is the role of head of the Church of England. And it's very important to her that she's both involved in church policy, but also sets an example as church going. And on a personal level, her faith is always with her.
On a bleak Norfolk day, staying indoors rather than sitting in a cold church was probably for the best. But it is surprising not to see the Queen out with her husband. Instead, tucked away in Sandringham, making the most of what is seen as important private time, as we simply have to wait to see if she's well enough to attend church next weekend. Rhiannon Mills, Sky News at Sandringham.